Boxing differs from every martial art because in boxing, techniques can be done in many different ways. Now in karate, I've done a bit of wateroo. Now, there's one specific way to throw the rear hand, one specific way to block. There's different moves you can use. But in boxing, it's very different. I could be in a Philly shell and I can shoulder roll. I could be a peekaboo stance. I could slip. I could have a wide stance and I could step back foot first. I could be in a normal classic stance. Footwork could only lead with the lead foot. The boxing is very different than many other martial arts. There is a correct way of doing different movements, and that's just never being open when you do the movement, but there's a vast array of different skills in which you can use. Look at Mike Tyson in the peekaboo stance. To illustrate what I'm saying, look here, his stance is actually different. He stands more slightly square, performs slips and rolls rather than other defensive moves such as blocking. But this is perfectly correct because within boxing, the peekaboo stance is Mike Tyson's style. The second example is Floyd Mayweather in the Philly shell. So Mayweather parries a lot of shots, he shoulder rolls, he side slips. And that's because of the position that the Philly shell defense stance leaves him in. He's very side on. So it's easy for him to laterally slip, to shoulder roll, to slide. Again, this is perfectly correct for Floyd Mayweather when you use the Philly shell boxing style. Last but not least, we have Joe Frazier in the bob and weave style. Again, Joe Frazier's stance is different. He has a cross-guard stance. He lunges in with left hooks because of the position that he's left him when he rolls and slip shots. This again is completely correct in boxing because it's the style within boxing. This is like 3 different martial arts within one sport, and there's hundreds more. Boxing is the most advanced form of fighting. Now in the contrast, we have a wateroo master, a karate master. He's performing a kata, which is a sequence of defensive and offensive moves. Now, no matter what move he throws, it will be correct in the karate stance. There's no different style of karate that you can have within one style of karate. There just is wateroo. And there's only one way to perform every technique, one way to throw a certain punch, one way to do a specific block. There's no different way of throwing any other move. Look, we see Floyd here shoulder rolling, but this is correct only because he has the Philly shell. If he were to box in a classic style like Sugar Ray Leonard, then that being in the position to shoulder roll is incorrect completely. And then we have Mike Tyson performing lateral slips, which is only really possible because he stands in his stance kind of square. So because Mike Tyson stands almost square, it's very easy for him to laterally slide from left to right. And this is the point of what I'm saying, which makes boxing such a complicated, in-depth sport. There's so many different ways to do every single movement, but all are correct.